Anne Arundel County. Welcome to the Anne Arundel County House Delegation. Today is Friday, February 13th. We're going to begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer. I'm going to turn it over to Delegate Baylor.
Of a car plus fuel.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, good morning, colleagues. Happy Friday the 13th. Hopefully a good morning prayer where we'll bear off any bad spirits. Join me in prayer if you want to take your posture. Thank you. I'll be brief. This morning, I'd like us to reflect on a few things. Firstly, yesterday we were joined by monks who took a message of peace everywhere they went. And I'd like us to reflect and remember that message, that peace is possible. And I'd like us to remember that message now more than ever with the tensions that we're seeing across the nation, and keep that message close to our hearts as we continue the dialogue of this county delegation. Secondly, I'd like us to reflect on our role as servants, both in our roles as delegates, but also as neighbors and community members. And remember that the role that we play as servants is critically important to the work that we do, and that regardless of a person's political affiliation, where they come from, their income level, who they love, or what they look like, that our job is to be public servants and remember that we are all created in His image. And with that, we humbly pray in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Delegate Baylor. I appreciate that. As far as introducing guests, I know we do have a presentation towards the end. I believe I see Senator Simon Ayer joining us from the Senate. There may be others as well. We want to welcome them. We do have a pretty lengthy agenda today. I wanted to just kind of review process and procedure as we go through votes today. Essentially, what will happen is we will identify the bill that is either up for vote or a hearing, and we will describe it. And also, if there are any introduction of amendments, we will take votes on them as well. I would ask, because we have so many on the agenda, that you keep your questions direct and to the point. We don't need to relitigate things that we've gone over several times. Obviously, we want to give everybody their due chance, but timing is of the essence, especially some of the folks that have to leave for another delegation. So let's begin today. We have HB 339. This is a vote on the Anne Arundel County Board of
Speaker Pruski.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to take roll.
How about Chairman?
I was so excited to
Let's
move
do
on
the roll call.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Secretary, take the roll for a call today. Thank you.
All right, this roll call will be for delegation meeting, Anne Arundel County, 13 February 2026. Vice Chair Simmons.
Present.
Speaker Pena-Melnick.
Good morning, present.
Delegate Bagnall.
Present.
Delegate Barnes. Delegate Bartlett.
Present.
Delegate Baylor.
Here.
Delegate Chang.
Here.
Delegate Chisholm.
Here.
Delegate Howard.
Here.
Delegate Jones.
If I knew how to unmute here, I apologize.
Gotcha.
It's only
Delegate
been 6
Kipke.
years on Zoom. I'm sorry.
Delegate Kipke. Delegate Lehman. Delegate Congolo.
Here.
Delegate Rogers.
Here.
Delegate Smith.
Schmidt, yes.
Vice Chair Simmons.
Vice Chair Simmons here.
Mr. Chairman, we have quorum.
All right, Mr. Secretary, could you do me a favor? I believe Delegate Lehman and Delegate Barnes are not in the room. I don't know if they have the right link, but if somebody could reach out to them, please.
One moment, I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
I'm on it.
Again, Delegate Lehman, Delegate Barnes. All right, well, let's at least start with the hearing, and then we'll let them in. At HB 339, we have the Anne Arundel County Board of Commissioners, Chief Inspectors, compensation. We'll start with the introductory of the bill. Delegate Simmons, did you want to add anything?
No, not at this time. Just want to make the membership aware that this that we have sent this during the week back to the subcommittee for further discussion. And with that, turn it back over to you.
All right. Thank you, Delegate Simmons. And it's my understanding that we have an amendment that was sent late last night from Delegate Rogers. I will turn it over to him.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I don't know if Matt wants to read the amendment, but basically what it does is it substitute. Well, and let me say this: I want to thank the Liquor Board for responding to some of the questions that came up during the subcommittee meeting, and we've sent that out to all of the members. But what the amendment does is it strikes NR 15 and substitutes NR 8, and so I think what this does is it provides a little parity for some of the other increases that we're asking for. So for the part-time inspectors, we're looking to go from 7,000 to 8,260, which is an 18% raise, a raise of $1,260. The board chair from 18,000 to 21,240, which is a $3,200 raise, which is an 18% raise. The board members, we're looking at going from 15,000 to 17,700, which is a $2,700 raise. Again, 18%. The chief inspector, without the amendment, we're looking at going from a range of 63,450 to 110,209, which is a $46,760 increase, or a 73% increase. At an NR 8, that would take the chief inspectors, and this is what the amendment is for, from 63,445 to 77,994, or a $14,549 raise, or 22.9%. So what the NR 8 does is it brings in line the raise with all the other positions. And I would just ask and we're going to hear a bill later about the school board and raising those salaries. And so we're talking about an $8,000 raise there. And then I think one of the things that we should also consider is when we look at our own staffs and how much our staffs make as compared, and arguably, they're quasi full-time, and they typically get a 1% to 2% cost of living allowance every year. And so I think just in terms of equity, for me, the NR 8 is a reasonable compromise, raising the salary by $14,000 or 22.9% versus raising the salary up to $46,000 or 73%. So with that, Mr. Chair, that's the amendment, and I don't know if you want to take any questions.
Yes, I want to open it up to the delegates, and also I believe the Board of License Commissioners is on. I wanted them to respond to the amendment in terms of.
Do we have to move the amendment first?
Sure, we can do that.
I think you have to.
So I like to move the amendment, Mr. Chair.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, well, let's open it up to the Board of License Commissioners. Is there a representative here?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, you may go ahead and respond.
Thank you. This is Abraham Arundel from the Board of License Commissioners. Again, we appreciate the opportunity and we appreciate the questions and concerns regarding the change. The goal is not to give our chief inspector a raise of $46,000. It's to shift the pay grade level, which currently starts at 36 and goes to 67, from 59 to 110. We spoke to the county with regards to what would be a raise that would occur this year if the NR 15 were granted. And the raise would be between 5 and 15%. The goal is not to give him, or to give this position, a $47,000 increase in the next 12 months, or even, to be honest, the next 5 or 6 or 10 years. The goal is to give this position the opportunity to be something that can grow with the agency, that is comparative to other chief inspectors around the state, so that we can continue to retain quality talent as well as get quality talent should the position change. Our office assistants in the agency are a grade NR 13. If this was a grade 8, it would be one of 2 positions in Anne Arundel County that was a grade 8, with the other position being a custodial individual in the county. The goal here isn't to give this person, again, $30,000 or $40,000. Our budget can cover either side of this range. But again, the goal here is that we want to make it so that the salary is competitive with other people in this position. The county has indicated that they would grade the position based on the responsibilities at a 15. And I mean, we're certainly happy to commit in whatever capacity we're able to not giving this person, $30,000 or $40,000, which has never been our goal. It's a situation where we want this person to be able to spend the next 10 or 20 years, or whoever comes into this position, to be able to grow with us, as opposed to retaining someone for 2 or 3 years and then having them leave. And at no point have we anticipated giving the current person occupying the position an 18% or 20% raise. It's just that we want to be able to have them grow into this position over the next decade or 2 decades and grow with the agency. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to address them.
Okay, it looks like we have Delegate Bagnell.
Thank you very much. And you kind of got to my question, but I just want to confirm and clarify my understanding. Because this is a pay range and not a pay increase, this would allow us to do this in statute like once now for 10 to 20 years. Is that correct? So, because I know that we've had this bill in for a number of years, and if we move it to 15, then that means that we'll be in line with other counties and with other county employees for a goodly amount of time. Is that correct? Is that?
Yeah, I can't speak for the future, but I don't know that we would be back at any time in the foreseeable future to adjust the grade if it was a 15. It would give us the ability to provide, again, the current individual, whoever occupies that position, with room to grow for years and years to come. And again, I can't stress enough, our position is not to give them some big pay raise. The county executive's office is okay with this change. We've spoken to the county council. Kind of everybody on board seems to understand what the goal is here in terms of kind of giving us the ability to kind of bring it up over time.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That helps clarify.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Delegate Rogers is next.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to ask, because I think for the record, Mr. Abramson, we spoke yesterday, and I think the last time we did this, which was circa 2019, we raised the liquor board, the chief inspector's salary. I think it was from 19,000, and we had a range, and it went all the way up to 56,000. Is that correct? In one fell swoop, or what was that actual number?
I appreciate you bringing it up. That is a great question. The position was part-time in 2019, and now it is a full-time position.
But what was that range? That it went from like 19,000 to 56,000 overnight?
The range went from, 19,000 for a part-time position to a full-time position, correct?
And it went to what, from what to what? Because we left that latitude there.
I believe that the recipient who became the chief inspector did end up at the top of the range. That is correct.
Okay.
Delegate.
Thank you.
For NR5, which is, just to clarify, the lowest full-time position in Anne Arundel County. There are no 6s, there are no 7s in Anne Arundel County.
Delegate Jones.
Thank you, Chair. I had just a couple clarifying questions for the liquor board, please.
Please.
Hi, Delegate Jones here. I thought I heard you say this, but the internet, there was a little bit of a lift. You said that you've spoken to the county executive and the county council, and they're both fine with this?
We've spoken to the county executive's office. They have no concerns.
Right.
We've spoken to a couple members of the county council, and there have been no concerns indicated to us. We do not have a letter of support, but they have not been apprehensive.
And then you're going to have to excuse me. I got home from work last night at 11. I read a lot of material every day. I seem to remember a letter that I read in January maybe it was January, maybe it was the beginning of February. Time is a little bit of a flat circle in the 90 days. But the letter stated that, and it clarified that it's budget neutral for this to happen. And doesn't this come out of your budget?
It does come out of our budget. We do have the budget for this. This would not impact the county in that regard. There's no taxpayer money. It's just going to be licensee fees, which we can cover. When we indicate budget neutral, I'm not sure that was, my apologies if that was indicated. Again, while this would allow us to increase the pay, certainly the money comes from somewhere. There's no question. But again, we're not anticipating the $46,000 that has been indicated as the top end. It would be a few $1,000s, presumably when the adjustment is made.
Okay, thank you very much. That's what I thought. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other further discussion on this bill? Any further amendments? All right, we have an amendment on the floor to House Bill 339. On page 2 in line 10, it says to strike NR 15 and substitute NR 8. Again, we've had full discussion here. Mr. Secretary, could you please take a roll call on the amendment?
This vote is for the amendment for House Bill 0339, number 783428/1. So to vote, Vice Chair Simmons, how do you vote?
No.
Speaker Peña-Melnick? Delegate Bagnell?
No.
I'm sorry. I need to find the mute button, the unmute button. You
Okay,
think I will
Speaker
figure it out?
Peña-Melnick, how do you vote?
No.
Vice Chair Simmons, what was your vote again?
No.
Okay, thank you. Delegate Barnes? Delegate Bartlett?
It's frozen.
Delegate Bartlett, no.
Delegate Baylor?
No.
Delegate Chang?
No.
Was Delegate Chang, was that a no?
No, sir.
Delegate Chisholm?
Yes.
Delegate Howard?
Yes.
Delegate Jones?
No.
Delegate Kipke?
Yes.
Delegate Lehman?
No.
Delegate Congolo?
Yes.
Delegate Rogers?
Yes.
Delegate Smith?
Yes.
Chairman Pruski?
No.
Let's check Delegate Barnes one more time.
No.
Delegate Barnes is a no. By a vote of 6 yes and 10 noes, the amendment does not carry.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Secretary. Are there any further amendments on HB 339? Is there a motion to approve HB 339 as is?
Motion to approve.
Is there a
Second.
second? Okay. Mr. Secretary, please take the roll on HB 339 and Arundel County Board of License Commissioners Chief Inspector Compensation.
This vote is for HB 339. Vice Chair Simmons, how do you vote?
Yes.
Speaker Peña-Melnick?
Yes.
Delegate Bagnell?
Yes.
Delegate Barnes?
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett?
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett?
Yes.
Delegate Baylor?
Yes.
Delegate Chang?
Yeah.
Delegate Chisholm?
No.
Delegate Howard?
No.
Delegate Jones?
Yes.
Delegate Kipke?
No.
Delegate Lehman?
Yes.
Delegate Congolo?
No.
Delegate Rogers?
No.
Delegate Smith?
No.
Chairman Pruski?
Yes.
By a vote of 10 to 6 in the affirmative, the bill passes.
All right, moving along the agenda, HB 874. This is up for a vote. It's Anne Arundel County Board of License Commissioners alterations. I'm going to let the sponsor, Vice Chair Simmons, add anything about the bill.
Mr. Chair, I have nothing to add at this time.
Is there a motion to move the bill forward?
Motion to move the bill.
Second.
Is there a second? Mr. Secretary, we have a bill that's been probably moved. Is there any amendments or further discussion?
Quickly go over the bill.
Delegate Simmons?
Yes, absolutely. So this bill, HB 874, Anne Arundel County Board of License Commissioners alterations. This was a bill that was brought last year as well and was voted out of delegation. Was brought forth to expand the number of members of the liquor board to 5. This was something that we had discussed previously and look forward to this bill being adopted once again. It was introduced in the Senate as well by Senator Lamb at the time last year, and we look to bring this back to expand the membership of the liquor board.
All right, looks like Delegate Chisholm has a question.
Yeah, just a quick question. I'm assuming this will require Senate confirmation next year in legislative session 2027. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yes.
To the governor. Okay. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Any further questions on this bill? Mr. Secretary, can you please take the roll call on HB 874, Anne Arundel County Board of License Commissioners alterations?
This vote is for House Bill 874, Anne Arundel County Delegation. Vice Chair Simmons.
Yes.
Speaker Pena-Milnick.
Yes.
Delegate Bagnell.
Yes.
Delegate Barnes.
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett.
Yes.
Delegate Baylor.
Yes.
Delegate Chang.
Yeah.
Delegate Chisholm.
Yes.
Delegate Howard.
Yes.
Delegate Jones.
Yes.
Delegate Kipke.
Yes.
Delegate Lehman.
Yes.
Delegate Congolo. Delegate Congolo. Delegate Rogers.
Yes.
Delegate Smith.
Yes.
Chairman Pruski.
Yes.
Let's go back to Delegate Congolo one more time. All right, Mr. Chairman, by a vote of 15-0 with 1 absent, the bill passes delegation.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. For the next few bills, I'm going to ask the Vice Chair to take over because I'll be presenting and there are an amendment on 2 of them. So, Mr. Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Calling the next bill is HB 512, Anne Arundel County Board of License Commissioners, part-time inspectors compensation.
Thank you. Again, Delegate Pruski presenting on this bill. One of the concerns that was raised, and this was actually a drafting issue. I don't know if any of you know, but in the county code and also state code, there's represented and non-represented. And what that means is, are you part of a bargaining unit or not? So after discussing with drafting and making sure, the amendment is as follows. It's on page 2 in lines 12 and 18, and on page 3 in lines 2 and 6. In each instance, after county, insert the word non-represented. This actually, if we clarify this, is less pay raise because represented usually in county code has more. So again, this is somewhat of a technical amendment. And that's pretty much it. If there are any questions, certainly want to make a motion to move the amendment.
With a motion, please, second, with a second, Mr. Rogers, please take the roll call, please.
This roll call vote for Anne Arundel County Delegation for amendment to HB 5112, number 533624/1. Vice Chair Simmons.
Yes.
Speaker Pena-Milnick.
Yes.
Delegate Bagnell.
Yes.
Delegate Barnes.
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett.
Yes.
Delegate Baylor.
Yes.
Delegate Chang.
Yes.
Delegate Chisholm.
Yes.
Delegate Howard.
Yes.
Delegate Jones.
Yes.
Delegate Kipke.
Yes.
Delegate Lehman.
Yes.
Delegate Congolo. Delegate Congolo. Delegate Rogers.
Yes.
Delegate Smith.
Yes.
Chairman Pruski.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, by a vote of 15-0 with 1 absent, the amendment passes.
Thank you. Moving on to the next House Bill 519 with Delegate Pruski, a vote for Anne Arundel
Mr.
County.
Chair, we need to move the bill
Mr.
as
I'm sorry.
Secretary, we have to vote the bill as amended.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Move the bill as amended.
Second,
Outstanding. With that being said, Mr. Secretary, can you take the roll call, please?
All right, this roll call vote, Anne Arundel County delegation for House Bill 512. Vice Chair Simmons,
Yes.
Speaker Pena-Milnick,
Yes.
Delegate Bagnell,
yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett,
Yes.
Delegate Baylor,
Yes.
Delegate Chang,
Excused.
Delegate Chisholm,
Yes.
Delegate Howard,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Kipke,
Yes.
Delegate Lehman,
Yes.
Delegate Congolo, Delegate Rogers,
Yes.
Delegate Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Pruski.
Yes.
Go back to Delegate Congolo one more time. And Delegate Chang, I heard excused.
That's correct.
Okay, Mr.
Yes,
Chairman,
sir.
by a
Thank you.
vote of 14-0 with one absent and one excuse, the bill as amended passes.
All right, thank you. Moving on to House Bill 519. This is a vote for Anne Arundel County alcohol beverage entertainment permits with Delegate Pruski. Delegate Pruski.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Again, there's no amendments on this bill. We went through it. I'd like to move the bill for a vote.
Second,
I would have probably moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please take the roll.
Vice Chair Simmons, how do you vote on House Bill 519?
Yes.
Speaker Pena-Milnick,
Yes.
Delegate Bagnell,
yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett,
Yes.
Delegate Baylor,
Yes.
Delegate Chang,
Yes.
Delegate Chisholm,
Yes.
Delegate Howard,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Kipke,
Yes.
Delegate Lehman,
Yes.
Delegate Congolo, Delegate Congolo, Delegate Rogers,
Yes.
Delegate Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Pruski.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, by a vote of 15-0 with one absent, the motion bill passes.
Outstanding. Thank you. Next, we have House Bill 522. This is also a vote. Anne Arundel County alcohol beverage licenses, Class C per diem license fees. Delegate Pruski, I see we have an amendment.
It's actually not for that bill. It's the 682 will be coming up. So
Okay, all
we
right.
already passed that amendment for non-represented. So
Uh,
we can remove that. Yep. So again, this bill was just a clarification of fees. Again, we had discussion on it. I would like to make a motion to have the bill get voted on.
Second,
With it being properly moved and seconded, Mr. Roger, please take the roll call.
This is for House Bill 522, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, delegation, this vote is for House Bill 522. Vice Chair Simmons,
Yes.
Speaker Pena-Milnick,
Yes.
Delegate Bagnell,
yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett, Delegate Bartlett,
Yes.
Delegate Baylor,
Yes.
Delegate Chang,
Yes.
Delegate Chisholm,
Yes.
Delegate Howard,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Kipke,
Yes.
Delegate Lehman,
Yes.
Delegate Congolo, Delegate Congolo, Delegate Rogers,
Yes.
Delegate Smith,
Schmidt, yes.
Chairman Pruski.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, by a vote of 15-0 with one absent, the bill passes delegation.
Thank you. Moving on to House Bill 682. This is also a vote. Anne Arundel County alcohol beverage golf course license and sports activity venue license. This is also Delegate Pruski. See, we have an amendment. Delegate Pruski.
Yep. Thank you. My apologies, I was on mute. I do have an amendment that I would like to bring forward, and again, this is related to drafting and technical. After speaking both with the Liquor Board and Department of Legislative Services, there was a recommendation to actually amend and have the correct classification for golf courses. So there's actually two amendments. Mr. Carpenter, could I do both at the same time? I just want to be clear if I could do that.
Absolutely.
Okay. So amendment number 1 on page 1 in line 4, strike C and substitute GC. And amendment number 2 on page 2 in line 10, strike C and substitute GC. Some of you may say, well, why do we have to do that? I don't know if you look at either an alpha or numerical in the state code, we have to clarify what the licenses are. And it was recommended just for clarity of the code that we utilize this. We did talk about this in subcommittee. And again, this is just a technical amendment. And I move amendment 1 and 2 as stated.
Second.
Mr. Secretary, would it be moved and seconded? Please take the roll call for amendment 1 and 2.
This delegation vote is for amendment 1 and 2 under item 673524/1. Vice Chair Simmons,
Yes.
Speaker Pena-Melnick,
Yes.
Delegate Bagnell,
Yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett,
Yes.
Delegate Baylor,
Yes.
Delegate Chang,
Yes.
Delegate Chisholm,
Yes.
Delegate Howard,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Kipke,
Yes.
Delegate Lehman,
Yes.
Delegate Congolo, Delegate Congolo, Delegate Rogers,
Yes.
Delegate Smith,
Schmidt, yes.
Chairman Pruski.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, by a vote of 15-0 with 1 absent, the bill amendment passes.
Thank you. Now on the bill, House Bill 682.
Favorable.
I'm sorry.
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
This delegation votes for House Bill 682 as amended. Vice Chair Simmons,
Yes.
Speaker Pena-Melnick,
Yes.
Delegate Bagnell,
Yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett,
For the love of golf, yes.
Delegate Baylor,
Yes.
Delegate Chang,
Yes.
Delegate Chisholm,
Yes.
Delegate Howard,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Kipke,
Yes.
Delegate Lehman,
Yes.
Delegate Congolo.
Yes.
I have a yes from Delegate Congolo.
That was a
Delegate
yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Delegate Smith,
Schmidt, yes.
Chairman Pruski.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, by a vote of 16-0, the bill as amended passes delegation.
Thank you. And now I yield the floor back to Chair Pruski.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. And we will continue on. We have HB 727. This is up for a vote. This is Anne Arundel County Alcoholic Beverages Class C, Veterans Organization licenses. I don't know if the sponsor wanted to add anything else.
I'll move the bill, Mr. Chair.
All right.
Second.
We have a bill that's been properly moved and seconded for HB 727, Anne Arundel County Alcoholic Beverages Class C, Veterans Organization licenses membership. Mr. Secretary, please take the roll.
This delegation vote is for HB 727. Excuse me. Vice Chair Simmons,
Yes.
Speaker Pena-Melnick, Speaker Pena-Melnick, Delegate Bagnell,
Yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett,
Yes.
Delegate Baylor,
Yes.
Delegate Chang,
Yes.
Delegate Chisholm,
Yes.
Delegate Howard,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Kipke,
Yes.
Delegate Lehman,
Yes.
Delegate Congolo,
Yes.
Delegate Rogers,
Yes.
Delegate Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Pruski.
Yes.
Did I
Go back,
miss?
check Speaker Pena-Melnick.
Yes, thank you. I'm multitasking. I apologize. Yes.
Not a problem. We have you. By a vote of 16-0, Mr. Chairman, the bill passes.
Thank you. Moving along, HB 436, this is up for a vote. This is Anne Arundel County Board of Education member compensation and student member scholarship increase. Would the sponsor like to add any additional information?
I would just like to move the bill.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any further discussion or amendments? Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
This is a delegation vote for House Bill 436. Vice Chair Simmons,
Yes.
Speaker Pena-Melnick,
Yes.
Delegate Bagnall,
Yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Bartlett,
Yes.
Delegate Baylor,
Yes.
Delegate Chang,
Yes.
Delegate Chisholm,
No.
Delegate Howard,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Kipke,
Yes.
Delegate Lehman,
Yes.
Delegate Congolo,
Yes.
Delegate Rogers,
Yes.
Delegate Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Pruski.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, by a vote of 15-1, House Bill 436 passes delegation.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. And just for the record, HB 685, Anne Arundel County Property Tax Credit County Employees has been withdrawn. I know that was on the agenda, so we will move from that to move on to HB 1286, Anne Arundel County Alcoholic Beverages Barbershop and Beauty Salon Licenses. This is the first reading. I'm going to turn it over to the sponsor, Delegate Baylor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, colleagues. Happy Galentine's Day and happy Friday, the 13th. Speaking of Galentine's Day, this bill, the purpose of this bill is to expand the current barbershop and beauty salon license for beer and wine. It would expand that to also include a 1.7 ounce pour of liquor. And so on future Galentine's Days, you would be able to go to a beauty salon and also get a liquor pour during your service. But generally speaking, over the interim, I was contacted by a constituent that lives in Annapolis who is interested in opening a beauty salon in Annapolis. And they were interested in pursuing an expansion of this license because they have a similar project in Montgomery County. And Montgomery County currently has this beer, wine, and liquor license for beauty salons and barbershops. And they've seen it be very successful in Montgomery County. So they are interested in having Anne Arundel County provide the same expansion of the permit. I've talked to the liquor board about the bill. They are they are neutral on the bill. They've been really helpful in answering any questions, and I appreciate the conversations that we had with them. So appreciate the members of the delegation who have co-sponsored the bill. But just to reiterate one more time, this delegation and the legislature has previously passed the beer and wine license for barbershops and beauty salons. And there are some limitations on there. Right now, it's only a single beverage. For beer, it's 12 ounces. For wine, it's 5 ounces. And this would expand that to also include 1.7 ounces of liquor. The other thing of note that I think is of relevance to the conversation is that they are limited to consumption during normal business hours. But regardless of those normal business hours, it cannot be later than 9 p.m. So with that, it's a relatively straightforward bill. I appreciate the consideration of the delegation. And with that, I would respectfully request a favorable report and happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Thank you, Delegate Baylor. Let me just give 1 second wait time here to see if there are any questions from the delegates. Okay, seeing none, obviously we'll move forward. Thank you. Oh, looks like Delegate Lehman has a question.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Delegate Baylor, thank you for the bill. It's an interesting concept. I have heard about it and understand completely why it would be successful. I'm just curious about, because there are a lot of kids in barbershops and beauty salons. Are there, any special provisions around that? If there are, obviously underage people, customers in those establishments. Is there, any special way that's dealt with or any concerns around that?
That's a great question. And I know that there's two license holders for the current beer and wine license in Arundel County based on my conversations with the liquor board. So I'm happy to defer to them. My understanding, at least from the Montgomery County model that passed, is that they're still required to go through all the necessary training components to get a license, which I think would cover that. But it's a valid concern, and I would also defer to the liquor board if they have anything to add on that matter as well.
Okay. And is somebody from the liquor board present?
Yes. Yeah. Anne Arundel County Liquor Board, if you would
Yes,
like to
hello.
answer that question.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? My apologies.
Yeah, I was just curious about the presence of kids in these establishments. A lot of kids come to beauty salons and barbershops to get either with their parents, just because they're there with them, or to get their own hair trimmed. And would there be any special, concerns or provisions around that and their safety, I guess?
Every other venue. Ultimately, other venues are similar in terms of restaurants. I think we have a movie theater license. Again, there's any number of locations where children are often present. The good news here is they would be required to follow all the normal laws and regulations in terms of alcohol awareness certifications, things of that nature. They'd have to be trained. We would anticipate that we would be doing inspections on these places to make sure that they're not, over serving or having any issues. And we would expect the licensees, as we do with all licensees, to be disciplined and just have a certain degree of decorum, whether there's children there or not.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for that answer. That's helpful. And then one quick follow-up question, which is, I remember the bill that Delegate Chang got passed many years ago on the awareness training and over-serving. And I think the change in the law was, rather than have just one person per establishment, at all times when the business was open, there had to be someone present who had actually had that training. So that would be the case for a barbershop or a beauty salon?
Absolutely. So all licensees are required to have alcohol awareness. There needs to be someone who is also a licensed manager on premises. That person would also have to have alcohol awareness training. Our rules have just been adjusted there to go into effect. And one of those changes, echoing that law that went into effect years ago from Delegate Chang, is that all people at a point of sale need to be alcohol awareness trained on the day they start. And people who are serving alcohol, waitresses, waiters, things of that nature, would have to be trained in alcohol awareness within 30 days. So this license and these individuals would fall under that rule change, as well as that previous law change as well.
Great. Thank you so much. And thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Delegate Lehman. Vice Chair Simmons.
Thank you, and thank you, Delegate Baylor, for bringing this legislation. A question. So I use the salons, and I know that I go in, they pour wine and things of that nature is usually, and I always have asked that question, like, hey, can they do that here? And it was, I was told it's because it's free. They're not charging a fee, and that's why they're able to do it. Is there any changes around that type of demonstration of them giving away the alcohol compared to selling it? And what qualifications do they have to have for that?
Yeah, this was actually, it's a really good question, Mr. Vice Chair, and this was a conversation that came up through my conversations with the liquor board about this bill. My current understanding, and I'd ask the liquor board to chime in too, is this is not to allow the sale of these beverages with the service. It is to coincide with the service itself. Okay. Does that answer your question?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The liquor board, did you want to chime in on that to confirm?
Yeah, we would confirm the response. It's part of the process. I believe that the law currently exists and indicates that you can only have one of these beverages if you're there for some sort of salon treatment. I may not qualify, others may qualify more, but you'd have to be there for a haircut or something to get one of these beverages.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Yes, I agree.
I was just going to ask, why would you not qualify? That's a joke.
Several of us may not qualify.
Delegate Bagnall.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And this is a question for the liquor board because I think this might assuage some of the concerns. Is it not true that serving minors and not having the training that actually puts your license at risk? And this would not change that standard for these venues that we're operating with this license. Is that correct?
No, having this license continues to require them to meet all of the rules and regulations of the liquor board. My understanding is this allows for alcohol to be poured. Again, you have to be there for a service. They would also they should be carding everyone. Everyone needs, alcohol awareness needs to be followed. They would have to have traders licenses. Our inspectors would conduct routine inspections to verify that they follow all the rules and regulations as well.
And their license is subject to revocation if they don't follow the law.
They would absolutely be subject to the same disciplinary rules as every other licensee. If they serve a minor, they would be brought before us for a violation. If they're open beyond hours, they'd be subject to a violation. Just as every other licensee, we would treat them equally, which means if they're in trouble, they're in trouble. Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
And Delegate Bagnall, just to add on to that really quickly, the bill is doing nothing to change the permit processes or anything about that. It's just expanding the beer and wine license to add one pour of 1.7 ounces of liquor to the current scope.
Thank you so much. That is very helpful.
Thank you all for the clarification. And thank you for being patient, Delegate Dana Jones. I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Delegate Baylor, for bringing this bill forward. Through traveling with my family, there are a lot of other places that do this in other states. It's very common. Again, just to clarify, this is not selling alcohol in a barbershop or beauty salon. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes, that's correct.
And then also, because movie theaters, you can buy. They sell drinks and there are kids there. And did you happen to mention that there are other counties in the state of Maryland that already do this? What was that?
I know at least Montgomery County passed a bill as recently as 2025. But outside of that, I'm not sure exactly how many other counties, but this is not the first time this has happened.
That's right. And then isn't it did you say that it's one glass of beer or one glass of wine? Is that what you said?
Yep. And this would add one singular 1.7 ounce pour of liquor.
Okay. Thanks so much for the clarification.
Yep. And one other thing just to add on to the kind of oversight is the board only has the authority to issue these permits to barbershops and beauty salons that are also permitted by the state under the business occupation article. So that I just wanted to add that for consideration by the group.
Thank you, Delegate Baylor. Is there any further questions in relationship to this bill? Okay, just as a reminder, if any bill that we heard this week will move to a vote next week. If you have amendments, please give them to Mr. Secretary so we can add them to the agenda and also share with the delegation. We do have an LBI, Gaudenzia. I see Lisa. I don't know if there was any other presenters, but Lauren, I do know that we want to keep it to 2 minutes, like every other LBI. So I'm going to turn it over to you all and I want to welcome you to the delegation. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, and good morning to members of the delegation. We're going to do our best to keep it at 2 minutes. I would be remiss if I didn't point out that I'm also a Niagara University grad, Mr. Chairman. We should talk sometime. But yes, Lauren Graziano, Director of Government Affairs for Gaudenzia. We are here this morning presenting our LBI request for our Crownsville facility. We have prepared a formal presentation and slide deck, which we've provided to staff, and that'll be available to you. We're not going to go through it in detail again in the interest of time, but just want to highlight for you, when you look at the structure of our request, it is a wish list of everything we would like to do, with the understanding that we know we might not get everything on our wish list. And so what we've tried to do is break down our request sort of by line item and project to give you a menu to select from, so you can narrow the scope of our request as needed to sort of address the budgetary challenges we know we're looking at this session. We are one of the largest nonprofit service providers for substance use disorder treatment in the Mid-Atlantic region. We saved almost 16,000 lives last year. Just under 5,000 of those were lives here in Maryland. My regional executive director for our Chesapeake region is here to answer any questions you have regarding services, and specifically services we offer at our Crownsville location. But with that, I would like to turn it over to our chief real estate executive who's with us as well. And he will step you through sort of the details of our funding request and what capital projects we'd be asking funding for. And in the interim, while he gets started on that, I can pull up the one slide that does have that broken out for you, if I could share my screen. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Dave Slinger.
Hi, good morning. My name is Dave Slinger, as was just mentioned. First of all, I'd like to thank Delegate Schmidt for sponsoring the bill, and I'd like to thank the delegation in general for considering the bill, and thank you for your.
If you would just summarize.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at our facility, most of the requests, you'll see a long list of roofs. It's a large building. It's a 40,000-foot structure we serve a lot of clients there, as was just discussed. There's multiple roofs that we need to get done. Of course, some are more priority than others, but they're all in need. We've had roofers out there. They've all been repaired many times. We have a line item for brick pointing. It is a large brick structure at that building, and this is not to point the whole building. It's just the most critical brick pointing that's needed. There's a line item for 25 windows. That's not all the windows. That's just the ones that need to be replaced. It's probably about a third or a quarter of the windows. There was a line item for a generator. Cadenza has lots of facilities. They don't all have generators. This one does not have a.
Mr. Slinger, I hate to cut you off, but I know I'm going to give time because we started later. If you did email the presentation and if folks have questions, we can do that. Again, I want to give everybody a fair because we tried to keep to the 2 minutes. So I do want to stop right there. I hate to do that to you, but we want to be fair to everybody.
That's the list.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, we're available to answer those questions.
But why don't I open it up if there are questions from the delegates? Is there anyone that has a question about the projects? Again, I believe, and Mr. Secretary, was an email sent out, or it can be on this LBI request?
Yes, the presentation was emailed to everybody.
Okay, great. Yeah. Again, apologize, but we want to keep moving forward as we given folks. So we appreciate your time.
No, we understand, and thank you for your time as well.
Thank you so much. So if you have any questions in relation to the project, please make sure you follow through. The LBI, the fair LBI, I'm sorry. I do have the fair that has an LBI presentation today. Is that correct, Mr. Secretary?
That's correct. We have the Anne Arundel County Fair.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because I know they were waiting. I think I saw John Faber on. I don't know if there's anybody else.
Bruce Bariano.
And Bruce. Okay. So for 2 minutes, we're going to turn it over to whoever's presenting to give us the LBI presentation.
Mr. Chairman, if it's all right, Mr. Faber could start it off, please.
Yes, 2 minutes. Mr. Faber, I think you need to unmute.
I believe most of you are familiar with the Anne Arundel County Fair. We sit on a piece of property that's mostly owned by the state, about 72 acres, 73 acres. There's also another 5 acre piece that's county owned. There's a retention pond on the property that has been in place for 40 some years. It has failed about 2 years ago, and we need it repaired. We don't, as a nonprofit, we don't have quite that amount of funding available, so we're looking for some help.
If I may add to that, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, proceed.
Thank you. Very briefly, this is a very significant problem. We've been working closely with the Department of Natural Resources. They are the landlord for the state-owned land. They've been on the site. We've been working with Eric Lutke, who's in the department. Estimates that $1.2 million is needed for the entire project. We have applied, as John Faber did, to the department. They have a grant program. We're hoping to get $600,000 out of that, and so we need another $600,000. We've been working closely with Senator Giles' office to try to get $300,000 there. In respect to our request, would be $300,000 on the House side. Very regretfully, not only us, but also even the Secretary himself has been absolutely unable to get any help or cooperation or interest from the Anne Arundel County government in this matter, because the water ultimately runs off and is part of the Annapolis city water system. And it's really critical that this be done. Goes through the Eisenhower golf course, which is county owned, and needs to be done at one time. So we really would appreciate your consideration. It needs to be done. It's not a luxury. It's a real necessity. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Mr. Bariano and Mr. Faber. We're going to open it up for questions. Anybody have any questions in regards to the Anne Arundel County Fair LBI? Okay, seeing none, I do want to thank representatives from the fair and Gaudenzia for being here today. And again, I'll repeat, any information should go through Mr. Roger Massey, our secretary. It gets sent out to everyone. Certainly delegates are asked to follow up as well if they have questions. But I want to thank everybody for coming here today and presenting. Thank you so much.
We'll do that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for your time.
Yes. All right. We do have a few announcements that I would like to go through. This is from Mr. Secretary. If you've not paid your dues, I will be knocking on your door because Mr. Secretary is following up with a few folks. So delegation dues, please make sure you do that. Also, again, I want to remind everyone, we do send out the agenda, obviously a day and a half before, so you have that. But if you do have any amendments in regards to bills, please make sure you work either with Matt Carpenter or council, that we have that on time. I appreciate everyone's patience and getting through today. As you can tell, I didn't even want to do roll call. I wanted to get right into it because I was so excited to make sure we move along the agenda. And I appreciate the members, moving forward business. That's what we should be doing for everyone. So thank you so much. And that is all. Is there any additional announcements before the delegation today? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.